Alright, here we go. We're back. Danganronpa. Part 15, I believe? Yeah, part 15. I don't know who the fuck got murked off though. I gotta figure this out. I can't leave here. I gotta talk to people. How do I talk to Byakuya? Yeah, I'll talk to him back here. Okay. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Regardless, I can't help but wonder who it was. Things are growing more interesting by the minute. Okay, can't talk. He didn't have really much to say.
Could it be?
The mastermind just got masterland mind.
How about that?
Pretty good, right? That one's going in the joke book of my soul. Alright, well, perfectly fine. I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. It's a corpse, isn't it? Well, I guess so. You guess? Which is it? Is it a dead body or not? It's a dead body. I hate this. I hate it. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't want to faint again. Yeah, we don't want that either, so I think it's best if you don't look. Everyone is dying. Why is this happening? Alright. You. Even the explosion was done perfectly though. I gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Alright, so let's check some shit out. First off, right now I have to focus on the body. Okay. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. Tattoo on her hand. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Dog, what? There's something next to the body. It's... key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? Well, what did you steal? I stole this. Key? Well, looking at it, I could tell it just wasn't any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this is on the ground near her body. Never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in
the
other
biolab,
words,
the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor? It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. Fuck it, let's make do. I don't give a shit. Fuck it, we will be an errand boy. I am here for science. There's some shit. Wait, hold on. Hold on now. Where was I supposed to go? This door. The biolab. I'm about to open this bitch. Let me in. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden in the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Alright, well, bet. So we're gonna go down the stair and go to the data center. That's all good, right? We're chilling. We're chilling. We are chilling. Was the Kim lab locked? Rooms I need to check on this floor are the headmaster's room and the data center. Actually, no, that's good though, because I didn't know where the fuck I was supposed to go for a second. Let's check the headmaster's room. Probably won't fit in here. Headmaster's room was locked before. Let's give it a shot. The key won't go in. I guess that means the key doesn't go to this door either. Alright, that's fine. We are okay with that. I need to check the data center. Where is that? Where is the data center actually? That's a great question. Is it down here? Yep, data lab. Boom. Door to the data center is definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately head back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? Found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center, down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now.
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. So when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? Means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Fuck it. Open the goddamn door. I don't give a fuck if I die. I reach out and put my hand on the door, close my eyes and try to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly open the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Holy shit. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Everything. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is
what?
The direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors. So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. Mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. They had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikasabu, and she was the Mastermind. Then the Mastermind is dead, like really, really dead. Seems so. Or serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Stop it. The Mastermind is dead. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Bro, nah. They said the game was halfway done. Bullshit. That body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it? Who was it that?
but
The Mastermind really is dead. That means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
that's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why has it got to be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
such
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind. Now, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Yo, Byakuya, shut her up, please. The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Let's do it then. Let's do it then. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop our alter ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. An alter ego, you may well be right about that. But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Door. Big door. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened this room? Let's give it a try just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. No.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. Worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Cap. A lot of cap going on, bro. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandmother uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we could watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be a quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Alright, cool. What else can we check out? Check out anything over here on these walls? Can I check out anything over here? Yes. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. The mastermind's been using all of them to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. Disgusting.
You know?
Huh? Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all of you Saturday morning kitties out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting there watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Huh? It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. Aren't you? Never mind. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Try changing your channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Girl went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it's just us. It's a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
Well, I'm not sure, but... Huh?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma. You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid. Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going? No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you so obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. What the fuck is going on? If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Fuck Monokuma, bro.
Well now.
Oh, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. You're so stupid, don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing bane is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Huh? What? Bro, what, bro? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure that I understand the deeper meaning. Broadcast live to the entire world. What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airways somehow? Oh, that nigga is shambles. He's shook. The camera feed is being broadcast. No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind, like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me learning you here right now. Why would I do any of that without reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this is on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did? Huh?
yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try to warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's the secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh, there's a little business of...
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of
Dude, how am I supposed to do... Huh? Class trial, do you mean...
It's the Monokuma heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
Wait, I can't wait.
Dude, how are we supposed to do a class trial? Nobody knows who that person is. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. Dog, how? What am I supposed to do? We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of
But that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that's part obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikasaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikasaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it in like this, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself. Anyway, we better begin.
But
We're gonna have a class trial. Then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said...
Stop
I
talking.
don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That's how the game works after all. He's not happy. What the fuck? I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. See, even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body could it really be Kyoko, or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. How the fuck am I supposed to do this, bro? Do you hear this music? This music is insane. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do. All right, knife. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is that? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion was to throw it over here. The Monokuma file said that the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then and if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. Why the mask? Just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Oh my god, I just thought about something. Okay, I'm gonna look at the body, right? If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. So we're gonna look at the body, right? Look at this. You see this right here? This was not in that flashback of the killer holding the knife. It's not on the hand. This is the... Huh? There's something weird about this body's fingernails. These are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Kyoko wears gloves. This isn't Kyoko. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is that a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Yeah, step away from the dead body. I'm so confused. These look like fragments or something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body have been added, okay. What else can I check? Remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. Oh, there's still... I count 4. 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when they disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. Alright, relax. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is supposed to be at like 7:30. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. It says to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? And if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. which would mean that the murder must have taken place after 7:30. All right, bet. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. The room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical. What the fuck is this? This is a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. So let's look at it. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. On one side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's one thing in here. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Something carved into the handle of this pickaxe, crazy diamonds, same thing that was written on the back. I don't worry about it. I can leave now. I don't think I need to look at anything else. Yeah, let's leave the tool shed. I still can't leave here. There's something else I need to look at. Or maybe I need to talk to them. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you, okay? What do you want to talk about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Huh? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here. So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? So I found Hiro in the garden. We immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well, but you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever. That's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? That's bad. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and... Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? 8. It was 8. When we left the gym, it was just, no, 9. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found, how many more true bullets can I get? I'm a little nervous. Who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Oh, well, alright, bet. You're useless. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Ryuka said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you, too. Body before the explosion. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never kind of the person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. The key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow a room key. Let's try it. Hey, Byakuya, if you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What the fuck is that one area that she's talking about? Why? Stop being so damn obtuse. Oh fuck, yeah, leave the, oh, fuck, bro. This music is setting me on edge, bro. I don't like this at all. This is not it. There's nothing in here. That's why it says leave. I'm not checking this. What the fuck? Okay, I need to do something. Where do I go? I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip around. I need to skip around. Let me see if I can. Okay, so they left the gym. I need to go to the gym. Here we go. Kuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Just found something. What is it? It's... What? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden? Fragments near the dead body. Yeah, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. Head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Dude, we need to get in there. Stop being a pussy and come with me. Okay? I don't care how you feel about me being the prime suspect right now. I need to get in there. Think you can go soon, Byakuya? You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried on after him on our way to the dorms. Here we go. I don't need to talk to you, so I'm gonna just open this bitch. Can't unlock it. This is bullshit. I have to talk to you. Well then, here we go. Yoko took out the key and slid into the keyhole, and it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. This is Kyoko's room. Alright, let's see what's going on here. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Needed that. Needed that. Big stuff. Big stuff. Big W's. What else can I look at in here? Oh, I still can't leave, so... Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry, better not look inside. What the fuck? Okay, so then what was the point? Now I gotta talk to you.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take my time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Sure, you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something is certainly happening, so open it. Okay. Open the envelope and look inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there. Man, it looks like under the sheets. What could it be? This is stupid. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, what's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 Student Registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
Appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. It's probably the only thing Kyoko stole when she stuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you it was a key and that's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Rory Kasaba. Sex female. Hold on. Need this. Wait. There we go. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist, trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Girl's profile, alright. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it?
Naturally. Fenrir
Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir is already...
Found it.
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a big player, and a big player is becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
You found her profile? So what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about these regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. You're having us kill people. What are you talking about? Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I actually ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey.
When you all first got here in the main hallway back when there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying?
In other words.
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th.
I'm skipping.
Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is destined to be popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I want to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense? What?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at the sneaky Miss Kirigi, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously? You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to come with a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand, tattoo. Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap? God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to this game. And why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro is giving us information that would raise the questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well, then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places needing the investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Locker. It was 6. Here we go. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys just like those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go with one of these lockers.
I see.
Mikoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker.
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Took out the wood block key and inserted it to the locker's metal lock, and locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded ball of duct tape. I wonder what this is used for. Is that a bloodstain? If it is, that means it surely must be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bully section in your handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of. But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? The library. The archive. Fuck. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Alright, we're in the archive now. Believe there was a file related to Fenrir or somewhere over here. Y'all can seem to know the archive like the back of his hand. It went straight to a shelf in the back. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to pay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Is that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. That's a screenshot. That's a screenshot. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I'd use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they remember each team, each soldier that goes to squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean Muko Ikasaba's profile has been updated? You know what? I haven't recorded much, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and
Time
do.
is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
The time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
Seem that way. Let's go. Shit. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh, Miyako and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. You're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? What? Are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He can show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep him waiting here, or what? Jesus! Did that scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If you all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. It's me you're waiting for. I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
Holy, yeah, this is, oh, okay. Throw everything out the window. Kyoko. You're still alive? That's a ghost. Stop talking. You want to fight? Do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I'll bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko? So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with a ghost. Told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever you need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Directly looking at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So,
Correct.
I want you to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. What did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
Sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then what's that key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
in other
I
words,
use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
just a second.
What are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto,
Can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? It's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all, seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Fuck it. Let's do this. Being the last one left, I step into the elevator. Door slid shut. Oh, it didn't make that sound. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. Just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminated light of hope. The blinding light of despair.
I can't wait.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. What the fuck is up with the room? The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. So, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And a deadly cliffhanger. Yeah, a deadly cliffhanger. You know how I do this. I gotta keep y'all engaged. And the only way I know how is to make sure y'all come back for the next one. Okay, I lied. I big capped. I was going to hit y'all with like a mean cliffhanger, but I'm hooked and I can't, I can't handle it. So I gotta do this. I did my preparations already. Let's just go into it. Let's go. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic.
I can skip
you
this.
figure
I
in,
don't
I'll
care about
punish
none of this, bro.
everyone decent. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Here we go.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
She's fucking here, dog.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because
Dude.
it's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Bro, come on, bro.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the dead body doesn't belong to her. Not the face was blown up. It's not the glare. Again, that's the part of the face that was blown up. It's the gloves.
I got it.
Yep. Let's go.
Talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
That's a good point.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Dude, you can't be this stupid. There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. But if I can prove why we're gonna be, if I can't prove why we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to, dog, she's standing right there. What are we talking about? What is this? What is this, bro? What am I looking at, bro? Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
I don't need either of these.
Impossible.
We're talking about hands,
Okay,
gloves,
prove it.
the fake
Prove
nails.
She's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
So then why wouldn't the hands be...
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Dude, what?
No, that's wrong.
Bro, you gotta shut up. You gotta shut up, bro. I'm so tired of you.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
What the fuck is up with this dude?
Anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
I thought that was
Which
obvious.
should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Bro, shut up, please.
First thing I said, you're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. This is pretty obvious. This one's obvious. Anything that has something to do with a tattoo. There we go. Tattoo on the right hand. That's obvious. Sprinklers? No. Exploded body analysis? Doesn't matter.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
Bro, I'm so tired to hear you talk, bro.
Gotta be
Shut up.
some way to prove. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Why is she not...
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Bro,
No, that's wrong.
I'm shooting, bro. We here. You know I'm cooking. You know how I do.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
What's wrong with you?
Being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it to be like, you're my bitch.
Ha!
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
You compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should be clear. Dog, the fucking... What are we talking about? The profile.
I got it!
I'm so nice. I'm nice. I'm so nice.
That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belongs
Do y'all know
to.
how hype I get when I hear that? I got it.
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that presents Fenrir is a wolf. It's on the back of the hand. Dude, come on, bro. Give me a W. Stop playing with... Give me an F. Hurry up.
Now I understand.
That was the stupidest Hangman's Gambit I have ever gone through. That was fucking dumb.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Wait.
After all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means
She read that shit
person
perfectly.
Must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Thank you.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Her title was Ultimate
After all,
Soldier.
Looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
What's going on?
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
What's happening?
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
You know, I was about to get on his ass for that, and then I realized, I mean, we thought there was 15 in the beginning, so there's no, hey, look.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
But we thought there was 15, so what?
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
My fucking health bar just popped up.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it. I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
My heart's 9.
I got it!
I'm nice.
The body must have been
This is actually way
discovered
too
at
easy.
9 a.m.,
I don't like it.
since that's
I
when
feel
Toko went to get
strange.
the pickaxe.
Why is this not hard? Well then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Everybody's about to die. What's going on, bro? We're talking about time here, so it has to be something about the sprinklers.
We established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
That was a guess. I just guessed, bro. That was a guess, bro.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
What is wrong with this girl?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence that I should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Bro, I dumped the bucket of water on. What are we talking about? Why am I doing a bullet time battle with you? This is dumb.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything.
I just cooked your ass. You just got cooked.
How can you say it
You just
wasn't
got cooked.
Prove it?
Get out of my face. You just got cooked. I didn't stumble at all. You got cooked, boy. Get off my face.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Got cooked.
The top half of the body
She got
was wet.
cooked, bro.
Yes.
Adrian
The bottom
Broner.
half
He got
completely dry.
cooked.
if the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What is wrong with you?
I'm so sick of her.
Just move on.
I'm
The
so
reason
sick of
only
everything.
The top half was wet was because
I poured a bucket of water
while
on
the
it.
body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
God, this woman.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Shit. Gyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... Nope, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone,
I'd
that's...
just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Oh, we cooking.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Oh, she cooking. She's trying to cook. She's trying to cook. She's trying to cook.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Why would she kill a student she didn't even know?
As a result, you
Never
were
mind.
forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take
Kyoko.
is covering the body
Kyoko.
with a certain something
Kyoko.
to keep it from getting
Kyoko,
wet.
what are you doing? Kyoko, what are you doing? A certain something. The tarp, dummy, but Kyoko. Kyoko, what's good, bro?
I got it!
Kyoko, what's good, bro?
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Kyoko.
Catch on quick.
Kyoko.
All you have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in
Kyoko.
water.
Kyoko, bro. What are you doing, bro?
The side that
Kyoko.
face down over
Kyoko.
the body, meanwhile,
Kyoko.
kept perfectly clean.
Kyoko.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Bro, what? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. She's gotta be doing this for some reason, bro.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
We here. We here. We here. We still cooking. I don't care what Kyoto's trying to do. We still cooking.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? What was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
The chickens. There's a chicken missing.
I got it!
I got it! I fucking love that, bro. I love it. I love it.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Dude, my back hurts.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Shit, I almost fell out of my chair.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the... Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but so. There's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
There's a lot of cap going on. What's going
Pull
on?
all that off. Wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
What is her plan?
But still,
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up.
What is she doing?
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
that's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Dog, what's going on? And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to trap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Bro,
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
oh shit, that was the same one that was in my
The
drawer.
knife went all the way
Oh,
through,
no.
from front to back.
Oh no.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Pain,
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
pain,
I just remembered.
pain. So much pain. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Ah!
The knife we gave to
Ah!
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
Ah!
It's just...
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. Thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Hey, this is...
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
That's a, considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Bro,
Really
here we
is
go
difficult.
again.
I was afraid of that.
Here we go again.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Oh my god.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, that's wrong.
What happened to the hit on the head? What if that killed her?
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
He was already dead.
The victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it!
Bro, that was so
The
easy.
Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Bro, shut up!
The knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
They really trying to cook me right now. I don't like
They
that.
stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown.
I'm skipping that.
Dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
The fragments, bro. It was the fucking.
I got it.
Bro, come on. Stop.
After the explosion, we
Stop
found a
insulting.
fragment of something on
Stop
the ground nearby.
insulting my
That
intelligence.
reveals the cause of the explosion.
You know,
That's only natural.
Oh shit, I skipped on an accident. My bad.
We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
We are getting cooked. There's
Hold on a
cooking.
second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Alright, let's get it then. Let's get it then. Show me what's going on. Show me the bullet. Monokuma file number 5. Monokuma file doesn't tell us what killed it.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
She was already dead.
Yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
Now you say something smart.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence
I need
that
this.
she was hit on the back of her head.
Yeah, I think I need
More than
this.
that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion
Whoa, I
didn't
mi-
kill her for sure.
Whoa!
Well, yeah.
She was already. And it wasn't me because of the knife.
What just happened?
There's only one other.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay, let's try that again. I know what I need to shoot,
Shall we
but
continue the debate?
The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be determined.
No, that's wrong.
okay, I got my focus back. Well, did I actually charge my focus back up? I don't know. I used a lot of it. I used all of
died
it.
because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
That's cap, but whatever.
Wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I'm having problems.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know.
What do we know?
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Kyoko's not saying shit. Real murder weapon. What would the real murder weapon be? Not the knife. Oh, it's gotta be the arrows.
I got it.
Yep.
Lucaro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
It's a class trial. Can you relax? I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. So it's about as thick as a metal pipe. The titanium arrows are thin.
The titanium arrow.
Woodblock key would have nothing to do with it.
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have
What else
no
we found in
doubt
the locker?
That was the murder weapon.
The duct tape. You found the duct tape. Okay, I'm gonna use this board. I want to see.
What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
Whoa! 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 They tried to move that shit out of there quick. What is going on, bro?
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
Can I have this Toko? Wait, why?
Harsh. Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon.
Can I get this Toko instead of the Toko who's always tripping out?
For who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely
That was
have.
cap.
How can you say that?
She's
with such-
capping.
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
It's the key. I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to that dojo locker. It's the key. It's the fucking key that we found in her room. Is it here? Yep. I got it. I love that.
One thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me. What the fuck is going on? Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? When the body was found, what would that have anything to do? Hold on.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Yes, he would.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room.
Wait.
Correct?
No. Wait. That was a mistake. What is... That was a mistake. I need to absorb that. Hold on. We're skipping.
Proof that you, is that what you're saying?
You said I hid the evidence.
And then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
I need that.
Could I really have done that?
You couldn't have because you didn't have the key to your own room. So how did you get in? Exactly. There you go. Where is that? There's proof. Hold on.
I'm not, but you should understand. Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong.
Yes! There we go. We on there.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because Byakuya
Because she
took...
had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with just a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is the trap the Mastermind has laid for us. Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But if that's not really true, what can I do? What should I do? Mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. You spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. I'm gonna trust her. I know she's been tripping she's been tripping this entire fucking trial, right? But there's gotta be a reason why she said that at the beginning. She can't let her death happen. The mystery won't be uncovered. I gotta let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
I'm fucking scared. What did I do?
I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? be Makoto.
Oh no, I made a
I don't
mistake.
see any other option.
I probably should have called her out on a
Wait a
lie.
second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial.
Oh no.
You all see it, don't you?
Oh no, I made a mistake.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us.
Okay, time's up.
Huh?
Bro didn't even let us
I'm done.
talk.
Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Bro, you
So
never.
then, it's time for voting time, okay?
Whoa!
Please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Whoa! What do you mean? Bro, Monokuma has never stopped a class trial until we figured out who it was. I was just starting to call shit out and then he stops it. What is going on? I'm about to die. I'm going to die.
Now, who will be chosen as the...
I'm going to die.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I'm about to die. I'm gonna die.
Hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bro, he is rushing it. I'm gonna die. I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong fucking one, didn't I? I picked the wrong fucking one. Jesus fuck. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. What? You think I'm the killer? Alright, man. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job.
Yep.
They got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills, chills, kills.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything.
Boom.
It's punishment time.
Dude, I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. So it was right. I'm gonna die. I gotta watch my death. I guess this is gonna be I guess this is gonna be the end of the series. What the fuck is going on? I'm on a conveyor belt. Oh, that is a big ass hunk of metal right there. After school lesson. I don't know what happened, but good night, King. Good night, King. I love you, dude. I love playing with you. This game was fun. It was real. It's been real. Bro about to get fucking stuffed. Oh no, I don't like this at all. I'm not with this. Alter Ego! Alter Ego! He stopped it! I'm not dead. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? You straight? I'm about to fall through a trapdoor? Hello? What just happened? What the fuck's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Bro, I just got framed and didn't die. Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, what was that? It had to be. Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all the hell, I don't believe this. Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way, that's even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you, bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. What are you talking? What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Did the game just restart? What the fuck is going on here? Host Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. We back at episode 1, boys. It was built to raise hope in the nation, which makes it Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend in school. 1, you have to be already attending high school. 2, you have to be at the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. Standing there at the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what happened. My alter ego saved me. And used the last bit of his strength to do it. But I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Is that an airplane? How did something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Anything else I can scan around here? No, I've already looked at that. Okay, let's look at the door then. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. If I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are all around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What? What the Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Alright, let's check the bags. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. Gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash and face me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. Snatched some bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. I really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. What's going on, Kyoko? Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Oh no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I...
Abandoned you. Say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. Why'd you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive?
In other words...
So that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once?
I...
Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. I forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then is it really true? You've lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? Fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed the strange feelings of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. Huh?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it. Mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
What's it going
The
on?
goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Here we go again. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You have to find someone. Who?
So...
Well, the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster. And that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? I'm not reading this. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
Listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. What did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout in the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if it were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
And once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw that, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than what we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Nah, you gotta give me more answers. Of course, once I got... Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusawa, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed.
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, okay.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Huh? No, hold on. Go back. There was a...
Indeed.
Bro, stop! Okay.
Indeed.
Could have been... I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean when I got attacked that night? Yep. During the night. I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I hadn't sudden sense of dreads. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They need the class trial to kill me, but it seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think that the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most ultimate, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair.
It would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair, then they're, make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit, boys. We get into some shit. Surviving students. Nobody died. Well, I mean, they took out the 7, but nobody died. There's still 6 of us left. It's time to hit, bro. We got chapter 6 on the way. Save the data. Yes, sir. Save it, save it, save it. Ultimate despair. Group of people who caused a tragedy in 1 year. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. You already know what's going on. You already know what's going on. You already know what's going on. Now I can hit y'all with a cliffhanger. Now I can hit y'all with a cliffhanger. Now I can hit y'all with a cliffhanger. Load game. Let's see. Let's load the game. Yeah, the chapter 5 ended. Okay, cool. Now I can hit y'all with a cliffhanger. All right, cool. Now I'm out of here. I ain't got nothing else to say. Chapter 6 next. Chapter 6 is next time. Why do I keep saying I don't have anything else to say when I do have something else to say? Now I don't have anything else to say. And as always, we move. See you later.